Ariela Weinberg's unthinkable ordeal, the 90-day fiance star faces a life-altering medical crisis. For years, fans of 90-Day Fiancé have followed Ariela Weinberg's incredible journey, one defined by bold decisions, unwavering resilience, and the unbreakable bonds of love. From leaving the comforts of her American life behind to start anew in Ethiopia with her fiancé, Biniyam, to the joys and hardships of raising their son, Avi, Ariela has fearlessly faced every challenge life has thrown her way. But nothing could have prepared her for the battle she would soon have to fight. A simple swelling, or a silent threat? It all started with something seemingly insignificant, a small swelling on her face, accompanied by mild sensitivity. Like most, Ariela brushed it off, attributing it to exhaustion, stress, or even a minor allergic reaction. But as days passed, the swelling worsened. What began as a simple annoyance evolved into relentless pain, intense, throbbing, and impossible to ignore. When the discomfort became unbearable, Ariela sought medical attention, expecting a routine prescription for antibiotics. Instead, the news she received was far more alarming than she had ever imagined. The diagnosis: a race against time. Doctors swiftly diagnosed Ariela with a severe facial infection, one that, if left untreated, could spread rapidly and lead to dire health complications. This was no mere cosmetic concern, it was a medical emergency. The infection had the potential to jeopardize her long-term well-being, and doctors emphasized the need for immediate intervention. The recommended course of action? Surgery. The mere thought of going under the knife sent a wave of fear crashing over Ariela. The face, the most visible part of one's identity, was now the battleground for a fight she never saw coming. Would she look different? Would there be lasting effects? Could this go wrong? The questions haunted her, the uncertainty suffocating. But one thing was clear, she had no choice but to face this head-on. Strength in the face of adversity. Despite the overwhelming fear, Ariela found solace in the love surrounding her. Biniyam, ever her rock, stood steadfast by her side, holding her hand and whispering reassurances. Messages of encouragement poured in from family, friends, and the 90-Day Fiancé community. Strangers and supporters alike rallied behind her, sending words of strength and resilience. Ariela made a decision, not to be broken, not to surrender to fear. Instead, she chose to embrace this as another defining moment in her journey. This was not an ending, but a test of her indomitable spirit. The day of reckoning. The day of the surgery arrived. The sterile chill of the hospital was juxtaposed by the warmth of the compassionate doctors and nurses who reassured her she was in expert hands. As she lay on the surgical table, taking deep, steadying breaths, she reminded herself, this is not the end. This is a new beginning. She closed her eyes. The battle had begun, and she was ready to fight. Stay tuned for updates on Ariela's recovery and what's next for the 90-Day Fiancé star. One thing is certain, she has never been one to back down, and this challenge will be no exception. Every movement during the surgery was deliberate, each decision requiring precision. The surgeons worked tirelessly to ensure not only that Ariela's face would recover seamlessly but also that the infection was completely eradicated. After hours of intricate work, the procedure was successfully completed, and the medical team was satisfied with their findings. But this was just the beginning, the real journey, the road to recovery, was about to unfold. Waking up from the surgery, Ariela was hit with a whirlwind of emotions. There was a sense of relief, mixed with a touch of sadness, and a deep, underlying pain from the aftereffects of the operation. But beneath all of this, there was something more profound: hope. She had just survived one of the most challenging tests of her life, and despite the immediate discomfort, she could sense that the worst was now behind her. The days following the surgery were far from easy. There were moments of frustration, deep pain, and overwhelming doubt. Recovery wasn't just a physical journey, it was emotional as well. There were days when Ariela would look into the mirror and struggle to recognize the reflection staring back at her. Would she ever truly feel like herself again? Yet, each day that passed, she felt a bit more like the person she once was. The swelling gradually subsided, and with it, her confidence began to return. She was not alone in her recovery. Binum, her rock, stood by her side, constantly reminding her that true beauty lay not in perfection, but in the strength of her spirit. Her friends and family echoed the same message: real beauty is found in resilience, in the ability to rise after a fall. Slowly but surely, Ariela began to believe it. With every passing day, she felt stronger, both physically and mentally. The healing process had revealed something extraordinary. The scars left by surgery, both internal and external, had shaped her into someone even more powerful than before. Her recovery wasn't just about restoring her face, it was about rediscovering her strength, her beauty, and her incredible capacity to overcome. Tiger Lily Taylor and Adnan Abdel Fattah, a love story that's far from over. Tiger Lily Taylor and Adnan Abdel Fattah, stars of 90 Day Fiance, before the 90 Days Season 7, have become one of the most talked about couples from the series, though not necessarily for the right reasons. After meeting on Instagram in June 2023, the couple's whirlwind romance escalated quickly, with Tiger Lily revealing that Adnan wanted to marry her shortly after meeting in person, citing his religious beliefs that prevented him from being alone with a woman unless they were married. By October of the same year, they were husband and wife, but the rapid pace of their relationship came with some bumps. While the couple's love story captured attention, it also raised numerous red flags. Tiger Lily herself admitted that she and Adnan had not discussed important aspects like finances before marrying. As their relationship progressed, it became clear that Adnan had expectations for Tiger Lily that were difficult to ignore. He tried to dictate how she dressed and even suggested that she convert to Islam, creating tension in their relationship. Tiger Lily, though hesitant, seemed to fall in line with Adnan's demands, sparking concerns about the level of control he exerted over her. Their journey continued into the tell-all episode, where Adnan's behavior took a turn for the worse. His arrogant and condescending attitude rubbed both the cast and viewers the wrong way, particularly when he became involved in other cast members' business. He even bullied co-stars like Niles Valentine, who is autistic, and lacked empathy for others like Brian Muniz, a quadriplegic. Tiger Lily also made disturbing claims, accusing Niles of faking his autism, and engaged in moral policing, which left many fans disturbed by the couple's behavior. Despite their controversial behavior, there is little doubt that Tiger Lily and Adnan have become the most talked about couple of the season. This could be exactly what the show needs. Even though their storyline may seem toxic to some, it's keeping viewers engaged and talking. After all, controversy often leads to increased viewership. Tiger Lily and Adnan's story, as flawed and controversial as it may be, has certainly captivated audiences. Are Tiger Lily and Adnan's days on 90 Day Fiancé numbered? Despite the drama surrounding the couple, it seems unlikely that this will be the last we see of Tiger Lily and Adnan. It's possible that the couple was already filming for 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, before Season 7 even premiered, given that Adnan has been in the US for nearly a year. This tactic isn't new for the show, as they've done something similar with other couples like Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra. If we consider Tiger Lily and Adnan's ongoing storylines, they seem to be one of the most compelling couples of the season.